Hello, this is Mr. Stein, and in this video we're going to look at section 6.6, the general form of the equation for a linear function. After you're done this lesson, you should be able to convert linear functions into standard and general form, determine the x and y intercepts of a linear function in standard and general form, convert standard and general form into slope-intercept or y equals mx plus b form. All right, so let's look at what standard form and general form are. Standard form is simply an equation that looks like this: ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are numbers. They have to be specific types of numbers. In general, standard form is not that useful. It's most useful for figuring out both the x and the y intercept. But there are some restrictions on our variables. So we're going to look at what those restrictions are. Our variable a has to be an element of the natural numbers. That means that this has to be a number 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. You can't have negatives, you can't have fractions, you can't have decimals. A has to be a positive integer. A cannot be 0 either. Well, maybe a could be 0. Anyways, we're going to leave a being restricted to the natural numbers for now. Y, or b and c, both have to be an integer. So -2, -1, ... 0, 1, 2, ... any integer. So as an example, 3x plus 2y equals -3. Check mark. That is standard form. 3x minus 2y equals 0.5. X, not standard form, has a decimal in it. 1/2 x plus 3y equals 2. X, not standard form, has a fraction for x. -2x plus 3y equals 5. Cross, not standard form, has a -2 in front of it. I guess, in a sense, x could be 0, or a could be 0. And then you would just get an equation like this: 3y equals 5, which is a linear function. All right, so the standard form is ax plus by equals c, like this. The general form is very similar. It's ax plus by plus c equals 0. So all we've done is we've taken the c and moved it over. And the same restrictions apply. So for a has to be one of those. B and c can be integers. And you should be able to change from standard form to general form very quickly and very easily. You just move the c value over. Now, standard form is a little bit useful in that it's fairly easy to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. You find the x-intercept by putting y equals 0 and determine the value for x. You find the y-intercept by putting x equals 0. The general form is absolutely completely useless. If you get the general form and you're asked to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, you have to convert it into the standard form first, and then you can use the standard form. But we're asked to understand these forms and to be able to take other equations, such as y equals 2x plus 3, and convert them into standard form or general form. All right, so now that we've got the vocabulary and the examples, we'll look at how to do the conversions and all the other stuff with this. So I hope you found this helpful and that you know what standard form and general form are and the restrictions on the variables A, B, and C in them.